Hello, my name is Jaida Aziz. Today, I'm presenting my poster on advancing first responders preparedness using digital twin and XR-based indoor drone training. So, we all know first responders operate in highly dangerous and unpredictable environments. Every year in the United States, there are over 16,500 office and store fires. These lead to over 932 million in property damage. The Fire Protection Association also estimates that around 16,000 firefighters are injured every year, primarily due to hazardous exposure and overexertion during training. So we asked, how can we train responders safely without exposing them to real danger? You may have heard that drones are already helping by providing real life views of hazardous environments. But training with drones in real life is still risky, expensive, and hard to scale. That is where our solution comes in. We created a fully immersive training environment using digital twin technology and extended reality. This allowed the users to practice drone navigation, hazard identification, and decision making inside a realistic virtual building without any real world risk. How did we do so? So we selected the UTA modular building as our test environment, captured using Trimble X9 laser scanner and drone imaging, which generated point cloud data, converted into a 3D model in Revit, and then imported into Unity, where we created the simulation. From here, we enhanced the environment. Let me show you by taking you actually into the simulation. Let me see. Here we go. The entire model was physics-based navigations. We made interactive layouts, realistic rooms, equipments, and pathways. Finally, we designed a fire emergency scenario. As you saw, the simulation began with visible smoke and the drone navigating through multiple rooms. We simulated the fire to be caused by electrical hazard, along with smoke spread and environmental changes. There are a total of 3 victims, one running, one fainted, and one injured. These are our human targets. So, what we did in our experiment is that we had 8 participants. Each participant completed a 3-phase experiment. On the first phase, pre experiment survey, floor plan review. The second phase, the actual simulation. And the third phase, post experiment evaluation and identification on a map. Their mission was to identify the number and location of victims, locate the fire origin. The mission was timed for data collection, and it would end if it exceeded over 5 collisions. This was mainly to follow the guidelines by the NIST safety standards. As you can see on this screen, the drone has here already taken one hit. How did we evaluate the performance? We did so based on mission success, their accuracy, and their navigation efficiency. The results were amazing. But before going to that, I would like you to see what happens here in case the results were not that good. If this person did have hits, this is their third hit. As you can see, the drone is going towards the roof a little too much. It's hitting it. It's the fourth. And now, if you notice, the drone has taken its fifth hit and has an accident. That will lead to the end of this simulation. Now, coming back to the results, we had amazing results. Over 87.5% were able to successfully complete the mission. Hazard identification accuracy was 81.25%. This was taken from the post-map identification. The system usability scale score was a 74.06%, which is much more above the threshold score of 68%. We found using NASA TLX data, there was moderate to high mental engagement, low physical demand, and overall, participants reported a manageable workload. Overall, we found that our training created a realistic but controlled environment where users can learn efficiently without being overwhelmed. This makes it very valuable for training new responders. In conclusion, we showed that XR-based digital twin is safe, scalable, and an effective alternate to traditional training. It improves situational awareness, supports decision making, and reduces risk and cost. In future, we plan to expand the system into more emergency scenarios, multi-user trainings, and even get real-world validation with emergency agencies. Thank you. I would like to thank Dr. Saqib and the ISET Lab for all the resources and guidance throughout this process.